Welcome to the Mesquamaket Beach Podcast, a podcast spotlighting the businesses, newsmakers, events, and memories of Rhode Island's historic Mesquamaket Beach.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Mesquamaket Beach Podcast. My name is Ben Barber. I'm your host and one of the producers of the show. Today, I'm very excited to be actually on the beach once again, which is awesome, especially in the summer. And today, I am at Paddy's with Angela Thoman, the business manager. I hope I got that correctly.
That's right. Hi, Ben.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. I'm very excited. Thank you for having me.
My pleasure. Thanks for coming down.
I love doing the shows actually on the beach. It's so much fun. There's a different energy. You know, the first few shows we did at the NBA office, which is fine, but it's a little bit removed. And then you know, a lot of the acts that are coming through for Springfest and you know, Tunes on the Dunes and stuff we've done over the phone. So anytime that we can bring the show actually to the beach, it's really fun and exciting. So thank you very much for that.
Great.
So Paddy's is like, you know, top tier, one of the biggest, best places at the beach. Best reputation, you know, one of the best reputations.
We do a lot. There's a lot going on here.
Yeah. How long have you been here?
This is my 17th year, 15 years full time. Yep.
Oh, so that is a really long time. You've probably seen a lot of things come and go.
Yes, absolutely. Yep. We've definitely grown quite a bit over the years.
Yeah. Did you start as the business manager?
No, I actually started as a hostess, working as a second job just for fun, because obviously it's a really fun place to work. I was 2 summers working as a hostess and in the office, and then came on board full time in 2002.
Awesome.
So yeah,
that's great.
Yeah.
Do you know how long Paddy's has been here?
So Paddy's was originally Paddy's Wigwam, and it's been I want to say probably about 110 years now. That the building was originally here.
Okay.
But the current owners, Frank Labriol and Paul Doyle, have owned it since 1999. So next year we will have our 20th year anniversary.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes.
Anything big and special planned for that?
Yeah, we're definitely going to bring back not all. We could never bring back all of the things that we've ever done, but we're going to bring back quite a bit of things that we have done in the past, like volleyball leagues. Everybody is pretty familiar with prior to Sandy, we had volleyball leagues every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And so we'll probably bring back a court, maybe, if we can, get it on the beach, and have maybe a small league or maybe just pickup games on certain nights. We're going to bring back all of as many as we can, our retired souvenir specialty drink glasses. There's over 120 of those glasses that we've had over the years. So we're going to try to get a hold of some of those and bring them back. We're definitely going to most likely do a logo change that's going to incorporate our old Paddy's Beach logo that had the sun and the wave that you're seeing right there on the wall.
Oh, yeah.
With the new one that has a surfboard. So we're probably going to combine both of those and roll out a new logo. Then we just got a lot of fun things planned, a lot of fun events that, you know, people have known over the years, like our foam parties and our go-go dancing auditions and things like that. So it's going to be a fun year. We're looking forward to planning it starting probably in December. Yeah,
obviously it's hard to plan things in the middle of the busy summer season. I mean, it's Monday afternoon right now, and this place is slammed.
Cranking, yeah. When the weather's nice, the people are here. You know, we've had a little bit of a difficulty with the weather forecast this year. You know, Mesquamaket, we always like to say that there's this bubble around us. We call it the Paddy's bubble. I'm sure, you know, all the other places call it the Andrea and the Windjammer bubble, but it is definitely a lot of times when it's raining in town, or even, you know, places further north and west, we don't have the rain. So
right.
Seems like when they forecast just a little, you know, 40% chance of rain, people just decide not to make it a beach day.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, do you ever get frustrated with that? Because if people see, you know, they look at westerly on a radar and they see rain, and then they don't come down here, and it's you know, an entirely different it's almost like a completely different place.
Yeah, no, definitely. We definitely get very frustrated. We're constantly posting updates on our social media that shows, that the weathermen were wrong again, that it's beautiful out. But, even when it does, rain or drizzle, partial, it's still, the beach is still a fun place to be.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about all of the stuff next year that's happening with the 20th anniversary for this version of Paddy's. That's really awesome. And I can't wait to hopefully come back and cover some of that stuff on the show. And so you started 17 years ago,
correct,
right?
Yep.
Which is probably right around the first time I came to Paddy's, because Paddy's was the first place I ever went to on the beach.
Nice.
When I lived in Cheraho, so I grew up close, but my parents never took me to the beach, so I didn't go down until like early high school, like 13.
Yeah.
And for the first couple of years coming down here, Paddy's was the only place that I really knew about. Like we didn't even go to the state beach. Both my cousins that I would come down with and a friend's parents, everybody always, so I assumed that Paddy's was the beach. Like Paddy's was the only. I knew that the state beach was there, and I had heard about the town beach, but Paddy's was the place to go, and I think that that's true. Like I don't think that that's a. Yeah, that's a horrible misconception.
But, no, definitely. A lot of people tell us that they had no idea that there was anything else here. But I'm sure people say that the same thing about the Andrea or the Windjammer too. Certain people there's certain places that they go, and that's what they come for.
Definitely, and I mean, especially Paddy's and the Windjammer. It's right and left of the beach.
Yep.
Like there's the big main strip of the state beach and the town beaches.
Right.
And then you guys kind of anchor it on both sides.
Yeah.
Which is cool. I want to talk a little bit about the music acts.
Yes.
The events that you have here.
Yep.
Because they are legendary.
Yes.
And some of the biggest names, the biggest names that roll through town usually come here. So that's really, is that a concerted effort?
Yeah, we have the space. I think that's, one of the things. We've always been, kind of looking towards, I guess, putting ourselves on the map with music acts. And we do it with different, we do it with DJs as well as with bands. So our Tiki Beach area on Saturdays and Sundays, we hooked up with a concert production company, NB Concepts, and they have the clout, I guess, that you need clout and you need something to be able to book these national acts. If I were to call them myself and be like, hey, let's get this world famous DJ, they're gonna look at you don't know what you're doing. So we need some clout behind it. So NV Concepts does that for us on our Saturdays and Sundays. Well, Sundays really in Tiki Beach. And then Coastal Productions helps us with our band nights. So he books all the major acts for any nighttime event. So we've got some really great ones coming through in August. We've got Bears Hammond, who is world-renowned reggae artist, and he's actually coming up Wednesday night. And then we have Turquoise, which is like a R&B soul funk rock band. They're doing a double header on Friday and Saturday night. And then we've got, Playing Dead, which is kind of a Grateful Dead tribute band. And then we've got, to finish the season off, Twiddle, which is a really big popular act around here. So that's going to be on August 30th. We get some good names through. We've had a really great summer with our musical acts this year. We had Xavier Rudd as the pre-Levitate Music Festival pre-party, which he was amazing. And it was awesome just to be able to get somebody like that here. Great vibes. He played these didgeridoo-doos, the big Australian. It was really cool. He had like 6 of them, and he played those for us, and it was really, really good night.
It's funny. I was right before I came, I was talking to one of the other producers on the show, and we were rattling off names of people that he thought had played here this summer or were playing, and you just named all of them like And the one that we had a question about was Twiddle, whether or not Twiddle came here or not.
It will be.
That's really cool.
Yep, Friday, August 31st.
You guys had Pauly D here too, right?
Yes. Yep. 2 days we had Pauly D. The first we booked him for a Sunday. He was going to be home. You know, he's from Cranston or the area up there, and he came. We had him booked for a Sunday, and it sold out within 48 hours.
Oh wow!
So because he was going to be home for that week, we added his. Another date for him. It was his birthday, actually. It was the Monday prior. So we had a Monday, July 2nd, and then Sunday, July 8th.
And he just happened to be home for
He was
that
home.
week?
Yep. They're recording, I guess, the Jersey Shore reunion show.
Yeah.
And
that thing's huge right now.
It
again.
is.
They had like the biggest primetime ratings since like 2011 when it was at its peak.
Yep.
For MTV, which is huge.
Yep. People are loving it.
And this is the only place you're going to be able to get to see acts like that.
Yeah,
is Paddy's
in the area. In the area for sure.
Obviously. Yeah.
No, he played some. I think he played at Royale in Boston too.
Yeah.
And that was through MB Concepts Productions as well. So
who wants to go to Boston? Keep it in Rhode Island.
I mean,
Come to the
those
beach.
people. Yeah, that's definitely can't beat it. You can't beat it when he's playing on the beach. That's for sure.
And we'll there's you guys have a calendar on like your website? Or
we do. Yep. You can check paddysbeach.com for the calendar. We also have calendars here, actual physical printed banner calendars and paper calendars. And then you can check our Facebook page as well. All the events are always updated on the Facebook page and our Instagram.
That's incredible. The thing that I don't think that I realized about Paddy's before was how it was the size of it.
Yeah.
Like this is a huge place.
It's pretty big.
It's several buildings.
It is. Yeah. We have, there are 3 buildings on the property. Well, yeah, three buildings. The main building, then we have the orange office building, which is our Ocean Lounge is located in front of that. And then the owner's home is also on the property. And then we have our Tiki Beach area, which is a completely, fenced in 21 plus dance party that's only open on Saturdays and Sundays. And that area has a bar over there as well.
Right. And the restaurant, obviously, which is the place I first came.
Yep.
And when is the restaurant open? What's going on with the restaurant?
Yeah, so the restaurant is open 7 days a week. We open the weekend of Springfest, and then we close usually the last weekend of September. Sometimes we'll go through to Columbus Day, depending upon the weather and any private events that we may have booked. But we are open 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. on the weekdays and 11 a.m. to 1 a.m. on Friday and Saturday.
That's great. What kind of events do you guys did?
Yeah, so we host a lot of weddings and corporate functions during the off season, and we call off season May, and then again in September, which I don't know why September is an off season because summer doesn't end until the end of September, but people just don't come to the beach in September.
Yeah.
It's the best time for the locals to come down because the tourists I think everybody, once back to school mode hits, they start apple picking and everything pumpkin and summer's over.
But the water's warm.
It's
and
beautiful.
Wow. I have never not been able to say water until right now. The water is warm and the tourists are gone, and it's a great time if you're a local to come down to the beach.
It is, definitely. We have limited hours in the fall, just because, there are limited people here.
Absolutely.
And we have a giant property, as you saw, and it's really hard to staff and accommodate all of our seating. So we scale back the seating. People still like to sit in the sand, and that's where we have our fenced-in area where people can, actually sit in the sand and dine with their toes in the sand. And people really enjoy that because we're the only place on the beach where you can actually do that. Just because it is our beach. So we fenced it in and we're able to do that. So yeah, we just host a lot of functions. We have the Beach Olympics, which is September 16th, which is a really fun adult field day, you could call it. It's 100% of the proceeds go to the Westerly Lions Club. Paul Doyle runs that. He's one of our owners here. He was the president of the Lions a few years back. This is our 3rd annual Beach Olympics. Costs $200 to get a team in, and basically you play a series of events from noon on that day. They're all timed events. They're really fun events like adult slip and slide and, pantyhose bowling, where you attach pantyhose that have golf balls in the end of them to your head, and you swing over water bottles, and some really fun games that he's got. You can check out our Facebook page for that too, Paddy's Beach Olympics, and you'll see some really fun videos of the events that we've done in the past.
That's really cool. So speaking of events and all of the fun things that you guys do and have done in the past, is there like a personal favorite of yours? You know, whether it be the volleyball or the beach Olympics or anything like that, or just the entertainment, like anything that sticks out for you that happens here at Paddy's?
Yeah, I think Sunday Fun Days are my favorite. It's just a really good vibe, you know, really good fun dance party, and people come from all over the place. I mean, we've got people that consistently drive 2 hours to get here every week for that event. And, you know, the really popular DJs that are, you know, super cool and just really just, you know, it's just a good vibe. People come, and it's the people's relaxation day. It's mostly, you know, business professionals and people in the industry that they get one day to just kind of let loose and unwind. And it's just a really good vibe out there every Sunday.
Awesome. What about the beach as a whole? You know, like the NBA does a ton of different events throughout the year, and there's the 4th of July fireworks and around the 4th of July fireworks, and Springfest, Fall Fest, that kind of stuff. Like, is there any event that you really look forward to every year?
I'm not sure that Springfest is, you know, to me, I think it's a little bit early in the season.
Yeah.
I would like to see that pushed back a week. Caswell, thank you. But we open only for that. We normally have our URI Senior Week event on the Saturday of Springfest. So, you know, we would just open for that. But it's still just too early most of the time for people to even come down. So it's kind of like a mad rush to get open for that event. And then, you know, nobody comes down. It's just, if the weather is anything below 70 degrees, people do not come to the beach. It's not beach time.
Yeah.
But no, I appreciate all of Caswell and the NBA's efforts as far as trying to make a shoulder season with the Springfest and Fall Fest. I just, you know, we don't see anything from it, just because I think the people that come for that. You know, they come to eat and have a good time there and then leave. But, you know, it is what it is. And I think, you know, it definitely helps people come and stay in the hotels during that time. And it definitely helps people, you know, with the advertising of the area. That's super beneficial.
Absolutely.
But yeah, no, I think all the family events that the NBA does, we used to host all of those, the Magic Show and the car shows in our parking lot. And now the Windjammers turn to do all of that. So we let them take care of the NBA's, all their stuff down there. But I think, you know, the drive-in movies that Caswell puts on, you know, brings a lot of traffic to the area, which is also great because people are coming to eat before and after for those events. But yeah, no, I think it's just, you know, it's a good time down here. The beach is, the traffic isn't as horrible as it's been made out to be in the past couple of years. I think the town has done really well with the CSOs and the police officers directing traffic. So traffic
I haven't noticed a real big traffic jam.
There hasn't been this year. No.
When I was young, like when I was younger, like it felt like every single day there was a backup on 78.
Yeah.
And now it's not.
It's not that way anymore. Nope. I mean, every once in a while, you'll get a little bit of a jam if everybody decides to come at the same time. But, you know, if we could get the State Beach to open their lots a little earlier at some point, that would be helpful too, because people come in early and they're waiting for that lot to open up at 8:30, and that causes a little bit of a backup. But once they open their gates, people are flowing in there, and it's completely, it starts moving again. But, yeah.
So did you grow up like around here?
Rhode
Did
Island.
You grow up on the beach?
Yeah, totally. I lived in Charlestown, and then moved to Georgia for 5 or so years, and moved back here and graduated from Charahoe as well.
Nice. I also am a graduate from Charahoe.
Yeah.
So go us, I guess. Go Chargers.
Yeah.
Did you come to the beach a lot when you were younger? Or
no, not Musquamacut.
Yeah.
Nope. I actually, again, when I came to apply at places down the beach, the only place that I knew was Paddy's as well.
Yeah.
I was actually working at a law firm.
Crazy.
Yeah, I was working at a law firm, and I was talking to one of the paralegals there, and she said, "Oh, I said, oh, I want to, go check out the beach. And she said, well, go to Paddy's. There's, I know some of the owners there, and her husband was worked at the bank and knew them as well. So she said, go. And that's what I drove directly to Paddy's, and that's all I knew. So
and here we are.
Yep.
So I had another question and I can't remember what it was now.
Mm-hmm.
I have it's a different question. When there are radio commercials and stuff for events at Paddy's, is that you?
That is me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because the entire time we're doing this interview, I'm like, you have an amazing voice for radio.
Yeah. Nope, that's me. Yes,
okay.
I know. I've been doing it for many years. It's everyone always says that. It's really funny because some people are like, wait a minute. They'll just be talking to me on the phone and they'll be like, wait, you're the one who does the ads for Paddy's, and I laugh.
I don't even think I've heard a ton of them.
Yeah,
but
no,
just,
they're on all the time. I hear one every time I'm in the car.
It's it was more so just the fact that you have that like announcer quality to your voice.
Yeah.
Where I was like, if you're not doing the commercials, you should be.
No, I go and hang out with Chris at WVLQ and record him every couple of weeks. Chris and Lauren over there.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Chris is a good guy. And we are right now sitting in the green room for the entertainment.
Yes.
Which is a very nice little room. It's cozy. There's a couch. There's windows to see the beach. And is that where they go out and play? Like,
yeah, so
directly, because there's a speaker directly out the window.
No, this is the they walk down this deck and they play underneath the tent in the inside space.
Okay.
But this is where they, the bands are, they all have requests. You have hospitality riders.
Yeah.
It's serious. They're not. So this is
where
they come and hang out.
because you're getting really big acts to come in.
Yep. They ask for very specific things. Luckily, Coastal Productions caters to most of those requests, and we don't have to, go running around looking for organic, specific things that they're asking for.
Right. Are there a lot of what's the craziest? You don't have. Please don't tell me who, but
I won't.
What's the
green
craziest?
M&Ms? Green M&Ms.
Specifically just green M&Ms.
Just green M&Ms.
That really
was a
happened.
funny one. Yeah, but
somebody had to have done that because they know that that's the thing.
I do think that they do it to be funny because honestly, there have been many riders that we have, provided certain things for and then just said no on other things. And sometimes you provide things for them and they don't even consume it.
Yeah.
So, but they do it just to be funny. I know another one said 2 of your favorite movies on DVD.
2 of your favorite movies?
Whoever. Yeah, just pick your favorites.
Okay.
Yeah, I just think they
Did you do that one?
I did not provide the movies. And mind you, this was probably maybe 2 years ago, and who even watch DVDs anymore? We don't even have a DVD player in the green room.
That's true. There are two TVs in here, though.
Yeah, it's computer and then television.
That is a computer. Yeah, I wasn't sure if that was. It looked like a computer desk, but
no, it's they're 90% of these guys are super cool and they're normal, and they go and they hang out here, and they'll do autographs and take pictures with people without charging anything, or and they're just normal folks. They're just. It's
cool. Do you have a lot of artists that come down and they're excited to be at the beach? I mean. This is a unique situation to play because a lot of places that you're playing when you're on the beach, on the beach in quotation marks, you're not really out there, but I can see from the couch that I'm at right now, I can see the ocean. So when you're actually out there.
Yeah, no, they really appreciate it. 90% of the time they are super excited. We just had this last band that came in this past weekend and their RV had broken down, or their tour bus had broken down. So they were kind of bummed when they got here, but they went in the water and they asked us to borrow surfboards and they just enjoyed themselves until they had to perform. But yeah, they're super stoked when they get here. They're just like, wow, this is amazing. And you can't go wrong just sitting out here listening to the ocean and watching the waves.
Do you have a personal favorite act that's ever come through?
I think Soja. Soja is a reggae band.
Yeah.
They were super cool. I just love their music, so it was really fun to have them here. So yeah, I've had a bunch of favorites, but they were definitely one of the tops.
Awesome. And if there's one thing that you would like to see down in Mesquamaket, anywhere, whether it be Paddy's or just in general, is there anything that you would like to see as an addition to the beach, whether that be an event or a business or something that comes in Is there anything that you'd like to...
I think we need more hotel rooms.
Yeah.
Super excited that Maria's just opened. It's beautiful, absolutely stunning, gorgeous. John did a great job. And it's going to add, more people being able to stay in the area. Well, I've noticed that there's a lot of, we field tons of phone calls, and there's a lot of people who really just are looking to come and stay. And if they're not staying in a cottage, one of the many wonderful cottages we have on the beach, then they're looking for that big chain hotel, really.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And we don't have that. And the closest one we have is, La Quinta up in Pawcatuck, and then, some Mystic hotels. But Mystic is kind of a little bit of a drive to come, down here. So we're looking for something in Rhode Island, something that we can just have them, go in Westerly would be nice.
Right, because this is a place where people want to come spend a week.
Yeah, you definitely can. There's plenty to do.
And more hotels would make that not only possible, but an actuality. That would happen. They would be filled.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much. Is there anything that you'd like to promote coming up at Paddy's before we end?
No, I think I just let everybody know that August is a fantastic month. Get that time in before it's back to school. And September, too, guys. I mean, if it's 80 degrees on a Saturday in September, you can go apple picking later in September. You don't need to forget about the beach. Come down, enjoy the rest of it. We really didn't have anything in June, so we've only had a couple really nice weeks. So we'll be open, and we're also doing a $22 lobster dinner for the rest of the summer with roasted potatoes and corn and a pound a quarter lobster that you can get from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. every single day, 7 days a week. $22. Enjoy it on the beach with toes in the sand.
That's an insane deal. That's awesome. And so there's great music coming up. There's a band this Wednesday.
Yep.
That's we're going to put this out today.
Great.
So so there's if you're hearing this the day that comes out, check out the music calendar. It's going to be awesome. Thank you so much for giving me so much time on such a busy day.
My pleasure. Thanks so much for coming down.
For more information on the events and businesses in Mesquamacut Beach, make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and at mesquamacut.org.